If you're going to manifest in your hands what you see in your head, then you got to have the courage, the confidence, the self-belief, and the self-determination to go out every single day and make it happen.
With anything you're looking to accomplish in life, you've got to visualize it. You've got to see it in your head. I need everybody listening to me right now to get a very clear vision of what it is that you are looking to accomplish. Get a very clear vision. Visualize it. And that vision has to be so compelling that it completely persuades you to become, number two, the very person that you got to become to get that thing that you're after. Because here's the thing. Who you are right now has gotten you as far as you're going to get. And so whatever it is that you're going after, you got to become another person to get there. Who do you need to become to start the business? To move into the new location, to start traveling, to take up new hobbies and new investments and endeavors, to impact? Who are you going to have to become? Everybody wants new zip codes and new area codes, but we don't want new habits, new mentalities. Your destiny is linked to your identity. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. If you want your future, you gotta heal. You are going to need vision. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. Everybody wants new, but don't want to become new. Make this your moment to no longer be a prisoner of the past. The past is not your prison. The past is your platform to build what it is that you were placed in this world to build. Step out, launch it, build it, create it, release the idea, release your brilliance. The earth is groaning and waiting painfully for you to manifest. And remember, in this very moment, that all you have is all you need. Drop it in the comments right now. Say, I see it. I see it. I visualize success. I visualize victory. I visualize abundance. I visualize freedom. It's not even a conversation. It's not even a question. I don't care what anybody says. I visualize myself driving what I've been called to drive, living where I've been called to live, getting my family up out of the hood. I visualize myself. I am determined. I am committed. There's nothing that is going to stop me. And I don't care if this thing takes everything I have. Everybody is looking to manifest. We're all looking to manifest something. And so let me look crazy for a season, and I'll live the rest of my life like a legend. If we're going to manifest the future that we see in our heads, then there are going to be seasons and chapters and moments in your life where nobody is going to understand why you decided that you don't want to just work the 9 to 5. You've got a glimpse of a possibility of a brighter future. You decided that there's something more. But there are some goals in life that if I'm going to hit, if I'm going to have an aim, that I've got to be willing to look crazy. When you see the possibility, when you see what you could be, that's when you look foolish. That's when people start questioning because they don't understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. Some people are never going to get it until you lift the trophy in the air. Some people are never going to get it until you lift the diploma in the air. Some people are never going to get it until you win. Then they're going to ask you, how did you do it? There's nothing in life that you're going to accomplish that is going to come and manifest without suffering. The future takes time to manifest. Before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the rising of the sun, there is a night season. And many don't understand that there was a process, there was a pathway, there was a corridor to being chosen. There's a price you have to pay to being crowned. Everybody wants to win. And everybody wants to be applauded and celebrated and honored and crowned. But before you can be crowned, you are going to have to deal with the inevitable. You must be chosen. We love the idea of being chosen. because it feeds our ego, the recognition, the spotlight, the applause. It is sweet, but there is a truth you cannot escape. When you are chosen, you're handpicked by God to be separated from the crowd. You will become misunderstood. Being chosen is not always celebration. It is assignment. And when you are assigned, you are anointed to face trial, tribulation, to face fire. Pressure is the love language of destiny. You are chosen to be tested. You are chosen to be betrayed. You are chosen to suffer loss. You are chosen to share a message of hope and transformation. That if God can take you from nothing to something, then he can do anything for anybody. That nothing is impossible. That your mess will become your message. Every man or woman who is crowned is chosen, and they were born for the time they were needed most. Because before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the sun rises, there is a season of night. There will be times where people don't understand me, and it feels like my life is falling apart. But I'm not falling apart. I am being rebuilt. God, I may be in the middle of suffering, but I believe God chose me. I got bills, but God chose me. I got people walking out of my life. It seems like the lights are going out, but God chose me. If you are chosen, and I believe you are, and if you believe you've been destined to be crowned, and I believe your destiny is to be crowned, then I just need you to navigate this crushing with all the faith that you can muster. Being chosen will demand that you step out of comfort and into a deep conviction. It's time to get serious about the calling on your life. There are moments in life that are going to absolutely crush you. And you're going to feel broken under the weight of disappointment, rejection, and failure. And you will ask, why me? Why now? And it will be easy for you to believe that you're being punished. But I want to tell you, it's not punishment, it's process. We all know this, but let me tell you again, in case you forgot, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined by fire. Purpose is revealed in seasons of crushing. Only the tree with fruit is shaken. If life is pressing you, if pain is stalking you, if betrayal and loss and famine have visited your door, it means that there is something inside of you the world is trying to extract, that there's a message on your mess. This is not the end of your story. It is the making of your legacy. This is not the end of my story. It was Moses that met God alone on the mountain. It was Jacob that wrestled with destiny alone in the wilderness. It was the Lord Jesus Christ himself that prayed in agony in Gethsemane while his disciples were sleeping. And I know what it feels like for people to sleep on you, for people not to believe in you. And every time a man or woman walks out of your life, God gets closer. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt. You may be asking the question, why me, God? Why not you? This is a cocoon before the flight. This is your fire before the gold. This is your cross before the crown. I'm talking to the people that are in the middle of darkness and isolation and uncertainty and doubt, and you are battling fear. And it's as if suddenly people don't understand you. Friends are walking away. Doors are shutting. You look around and it feels like you are alone, but I'm telling you, you are not alone. If you're listening to me and you're going through any type of hardship and you're navigating it and you have not thrown in the towel, and it seems as though God's gone silent in your life, and it seems as though everything is being stripped from you and you're walking through this, what I like to call divine isolation, you're on the right path. Before destiny manifests, isolation is inevitable. The crushing is the interview room before you walk into greatness? Will you stay when no one is clapping for you? Will you keep going when it seems as though your dreams are running from you? Most will quit. The ones who are crowned are simply the ones who did not quit. It is not punishment. It is the proving ground. Pressure is the love language of destiny. Destiny is heavy, and it will bend your spine if you try to carry it casually. There's a part of you that must die in order to manifest the version of yourself that life and God is demanding. What you see as a setback is a setup for strength, growth, and transformation. Shift your perspective. Stop seeing this as suffering without purpose, but see it as a divine strategy for proving that the hand of God is on your life. The silence is not absence. Silence is a strategy. The teacher is always silent during the test, and right now, you are being tested. God is trying to get your attention. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to endure. Endure! Will you stay when no one is clapping for you? Will you keep going when it seems as though your dreams are running from you? It feels as though your back is up against the wall. You don't know to go left or right. You've lost your job. Maybe you've lost some people. You've lost a mother. You've lost a father, a loved one, the person you thought you would spend the rest of your life with. The crushing is the interview room before you walk into greatness. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but he that endureth to the end. And if you survive the crushing long enough, the next phase is the crowning. This is not the end of my story. The crushing is temporary, but the rewards will be eternal. There's a price you have to pay to being chosen. If you're like most people, you've come to the end of yourself. You're watching this video right now. Out of over 100 billion pieces of content, you're listening to me at this appointed time in your life. This moment is your path to clarity. This speech is a catalyst for alignment and transformation. Let this be the last talk, the last moment that you need to change everything in your life. It's your turn, your time. It's time to upgrade your operating system. And when you come to your breaking point, when you decide to get committed and devoted and you are determined that nothing will separate you from the destiny that you've been called to fulfill. Everything is about to come alive in your life. Every day, approximately 150,000 people pass away. I don't mean to sound morbid, but I'm just being honest. They die. Let that statistic not only sink in, but serve as an underscore of the urgency of our existence and the fleeting nature of life. Let that be a reminder of your mortality. At the end of our lives, we will ask ourselves, did we live? Did we love? Did we matter? Did we fulfill our destiny? Time is running out. Your days are numbered. It's time for your effort to become focused and effective. But let me be clear about one thing. Your life will remain unchanged until you are willing to identify what is wrong with it and accept the responsibility to change it. If you wake up and do not like the life that you see, and don't believe you are in alignment with God's purposes and plans for your life, the question is, how did I get here? We are all running a program. Some of us have been running the program of fear, scarcity, lack, doubt. Everything that's good sounds like a scam. That I'm supposed to be poor and broken and betrayed and tired and weary. That's the program that you run. That you have to be an employee for the rest of your life. That's a program. The program you've been running has gotten you as far as you're gonna get. And if you don't upgrade, nothing is going to change. Everything starts with a decision. Here is what we've got to come to grips with. Your time is limited. Your days are numbered. And you're moving so fast, wrapped in the swirl of busyness, distraction, and noise that you probably don't stop and think you are still here. It has been divinely orchestrated that you would hear me at this point in your life. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that the hand of God is on your life. I am proud of you. I'm proud that you're still listening to something that's life-giving, that would spark the ember of change in your heart. I'm proud of you. You made it this far out of every betrayal. You've been lied to. You've been stabbed in the back. You've gone through betrayal. You've gone through suffering and affliction. Some of you were left for dead, abandoned by people you thought would walk with you through this life. And they left you. And you're still here. You've been undervalued and overlooked and underpaid. And you're still here. And that counts for something. It is in the who you are becoming that matters more than what you are achieving. Legends understand the beauty and the brilliance of the process. They have a growth mindset. They know what to do, when to do it, and why they're doing it. And they've developed the daily habits that align with the outcomes that they believe they've been destined to have. And I can tell you that your life is a direct printout of your perspectives, your beliefs, your values. This is where our mindset, our beliefs, our thought, our patterns live in the mental layer, inside. And this is what determines my actions. What was passed down to us environmentally, generationally. This is the program we're running. It's all tethered to a belief system. Let me be clear. I don't think there's something's wrong with you. It's not that you're a bad person. It's what's the program you are running? Can we start with the reality that most people think that this thing is about working harder and hustling and grinding and cold plunging at 3 a.m. You can cold plunge all you want. You can consistently do the wrong thing. If you're not seeing results in any area of your life, and you might be abundant in one, but totally living in lack and scarcity in another, it's because something in your program is not aligned with the plans and purposes of God for your life. This program that you've been running in your mind, it determines your decisions, your actions, your relationships, your finances, even your health. So here's what most people do. They try to work harder in the tangible realm. They think if they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and have this nobody's gonna outwork me mentality, and I'm gonna sacrifice, and I'm gonna hustle, and I'm gonna grind, but it doesn't matter how tall the ladder is that you're climbing. If your ladder's up against the wrong building, everything you are doing is in vain. So we think if we grind and if we push ourselves, thinking that effort alone is the answer. But effort without alignment is a waste of energy. It's like trying to build a house without any plans. You can spend a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money, but you're not gonna get anywhere without the plans, without pouring the concrete, without laying the foundation, without understanding why you do what you do. If all you're doing is cold plunging at 3 o'clock in the morning, lifting weights, and making it all physical, then you are leaving massive potential on the table. It's in the physical realm where action happens, where effort meets results. But if my mental program is not aligned with the purposes and plans for my life, then effort will only take me so far. This is where we find ourselves wrapped in artificial significance I like to call busyness, where we consistently feel like we are spinning our wheels, we're working harder without making any real progress. Everybody wants the exterior first. You want new zip codes and new area codes. But transcendence is an inside job. Everything starts internally. If you keep making this thing about the tangible realm, the physical, what you see, and not your inner man, what's happening in your mind, then you're gonna miss the mark. And this is where we realize our potential and we identify where we are sabotaging ourselves. It's time for you to get out of your own way and cancel your subscription to self-sabotage now. We need an upgrade. We need an alignment. We need our thoughts, our ideas, our values, our perspectives to align with the purposes of God for our life. We need more alignment, not effort. It's not about who can hustle or grind. Give me somebody who's hustling. Give me somebody who's grinding and fighting tooth and nail. And I will show you somebody who is aligned. Because alignment replaces effort. Because our actions are aligned with our deepest intentions. And when I am aligned, the results that I'm looking for come exponentially faster. This is where success and accomplishment feels effortless. That version of you is going to get that life that you dream of. It's your turn, your time. Wake up! Wake up! I'm talking to you. You know who you are. We can get so wrapped up in the swirl of busyness, distraction, and noise that we lose ourselves. Get up and give back to yourself. Who were you before you were hurt? What if you could use pain as a fuel? Imagine if you could use the pain as a passport. Imagine if you could use the pain to push you. What if the pain could make you better? What if the pain could build muscle? What if the pain could cause you to reach higher, to leap farther, to run faster? What if the pain could help you? Because you wouldn't have prayed like you pray had you not been hurt. You wouldn't love like you love had you not been hurt, because you know what it's like to hate somebody. It doesn't matter who did not accept me, who rejected me, who did not see my value. None of that matters. Yesterday is gone. All you have is the present. Make this your moment to no longer be a prisoner of the past. I'm just wondering if there's anybody that want to stop complaining about it and is going to use it to your advantage. The past is not your prison. The past is your platform to build what it is that you were placed in this world to build. I gotta look myself in the mirror every single day. And I'm either gonna allow the pain to eat me alive, I'm gonna allow the pain to fuel. Once you get that itch, once you smell that potential, all of a sudden the world opens up to you. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. This is for you. Everything you're about to do is for you. So make that decision that there's no turning back. How bad do you want your future? Many of you desire, long for a new beginning. The truth is, some of us prefer familiar sufferings because we are afraid of the unknown. Sometimes the hardest part is the fact that we don't know how to begin again. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. There are far, far better things ahead than anything we have left behind. Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward. The question is, will you let go of your past? If you're listening to me and you're tired of living and you're ready to pull the trigger, I just need you to know that hopelessness and depression is not stronger than the possibility of beginning again. The sufferings from your past and even the present moment is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in all of us. For the sake of your future, your greatest move is to let it go. Set your ego and your pride aside. You gotta forgive this person, because going away and changing your zip code and changing your area code and trying to get a new career and marrying somebody else is not going to take the pain away, because you are running from you. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I made. I forgive the people for what they did. This is the day that you pray for your haters, that you forgive those who have wronged you. This is the day that you smile more. This is the day that you believe. This is the day that you see the future. This is the day that you step into hope, that you step into joy. This is the day that you repay people's rudeness with kindness. This is the day that everything is going to change, because I'm going to change today. I'm able to move and navigate and breathe different and talk different and walk different and build differently. I'm not building out of anger and revenge. I'm building from a place of abundance. You want it? Write it down. You see it in your future? Write it down. You want to make that move? Write it down. Before you say something, write it down. I can build again. I can create again. I can believe again. I can forgive one more time. I can press for it. I can fight for it. I can evolve. I can grow. There are habits that you've held on to that are keeping you locked in this place, and you're begging to leave, but you haven't been disciplined enough and hungry enough to change. Discipline is not about what I feel like doing. Discipline is a duty. Discipline is what I've been called to do. Discipline is what I was born to do. Discipline is what is required. If you want the future, then you've got to plan it. You need schedules and parameters and frameworks and protocols. You've got to get your stuff in order. Get your house in order. Type in the comments, get your house in order. Get your head in order. Come on, watch your mindset, watch your mouth, watch your money, watch your relationships. You want your future? You need to get organized. You don't just get where you want to go because you want to go there. You have to do something. You have to become someone. And so you need to be the person that does it, even if they don't feel it, but they do it because they're called to. Get up and get dialed in. You're gonna have to set an alarm and wake up at times you don't feel like getting up. If you're going to do something in your bloodline, if you're going to pass something down generationally, if you're going to be a light, if we're gonna unleash this untapped potential, then I have to do something that's gonna break the current paradigms that I've been living under. And so you've got to do what's impossible for most people in order to be that unstoppable force of nature. There's too many of you that are so wrapped up in agreement with people that are not serving your vision. You're checked out. You're about to burn out and tap out and drop out. People can tell when you're not called to do something, when you're just doing it. People can tell. They can read right through it. They can see right through you. When it's plastic, when it's fake, when it's phony, when it's unauthentic. Many of you listening to me are suffering from anxiety and stress and overwhelm. If you don't love you first and appreciate you first and honor the work first and believe first, nobody else is going to believe. But you've got to get so in love with what you've been called to do, your design, your distinctives, what sets you apart, that you'll do this thing, even if nobody celebrates you, if nobody understands it, if nobody sees it. Will you keep going? If it's just you, will you keep working? And this is all I want to ask you today. Will you keep working? Will you work harder? What it is that you've been called to release or writing or building or creating, here's my truth. You can listen to me or not listen to me. I'm going to release what's inside of me. I'm going to release my brilliance. I'm going to build it. I'm going to create it. Even if nobody understands it, sees it, celebrates it, likes it, shares it, I'm going to release it. I'm going to give it to the world. I don't need to impress you. Are we understanding this? It's a very dangerous thing to be in a place where you are growing, but your life is not.